Hello and good evening. Welcome back to the channel, me, Dragon Ball McQueen. Welcome to what? I thought I'd turn that down. Slight echo there. Very professional. Yeah, just a quick tour of what I've been up to. Basically, we will be resuming Red Dead Redemption 2 soon, but I thought I'd show you what I've been doing and what we've been up to. So let's step out the tunnel and start this tour. I'll talk about bits as I go around, but there is lots of sound and lots of other things going on, so I'm going to try and keep a little bit quiet. Probably go into flip cam mode. So, evening Barbarian King. How are you? So let's jump into flip cam mode because it'll be easier. No, we want to click on you. Easy to see the park like this. Happiness. He wasn't very happy. I don't have money. Enough money. The express is. Well, go and get some money out then. What are you complaining about? Didn't withdraw any from the ATM. I had an awful time on going home. Yeah, okay. Evening Hash. Evening Georgie. The crew is here. Yeah, my Planet Coaster. Let's just hide that HUD. I've wanted to say that for years. Oh, hang on. So yeah, can I get an award for most underwhelming park entrance ever? I'm not going to talk too much because there's lots of sound and lots of music and lots of things like that. He's running. He's that happy to get out of here. But yeah, we'll walk around and check it all out, and I'll show you all the things I've been up to. If you're familiar with Red Dead Redemption 2, you should get a lot of the references. I know Hash and Barbarian King are. Hopefully you can hear me above all the voices and noise and stuff. But yeah, I concentrated on where you spend most of your time, the wilderness really, with this park. It does have a 24-hour, I don't know whether I've got, actually, let's just, yeah, I've got locked time, so I was just checking I've locked the time because otherwise it'll be going day, night, all the time. So yeah, we come through the entrance, and the first thing you see is every single character, if you click on them, they're actually named. I'll try and stick to the path. But we'll go up here to the Scout Fire. It's kind of Horseshoe Overlook meets the second place. But yeah, it's we can, seeing as we're in flip cam mode and we're not restricted by the path, we can walk around and have a look. But yeah, this took a bit of time to do, this whole park. A little donate sign there. Sadie sat on the bench there. Sadie Adler. Dutch, of course. His posh tent. And behind Dutch's tent, of course. Contribute. Upgrade. Every outlaw's thing needed. So, I'll let you... We'll walk around, I think, first of all, and then we'll go on all the coasters and everything else at the end. So, where do you want to go? You want to head towards Valentine, Eagle Flies, or Bacchus Station? We'll go towards Eagle Flies, I think, first of all. Which is... I did use some of the assets I've used in previous parks, like that sign, that eagle sign I've used before. But that is mine for Eagle Flies. Oh yeah. Should recognise these are dodgy looking nefarious characters around a camp over here. We'll chuck a stick of dynamite in there. So yeah, like the second one, you've got the fishing area, complete with water splashes So I concentrated on the detail a lot as well. But yeah, Eagle Flies had to be mentioned, and of course it's Swift Eagles ride. I haven't done all the. I've got to change all the people's costumes that are running the rides. I've changed all the staff costume colours. This is a popular ride. We'll have a quick look at it. Yeah, this was a sneak preview on Discord, yeah, that I showed briefly one little screenshot from. I wouldn't have built this park if Matty hadn't asked me, so I was going to give him exclusive access to it, but he's a bit down in the dumps at the moment, so I was like, okay, I'll do a walkthrough, because I know I have spoke to a few friends about it, and they were like, I want to see it. So I was like, okay, I'll do a quick walkthrough. Hopefully Matty will review it as well. We'll have a look at this quickly. Well, actually, we'll go around and look at all the rides later on. We'll watch it for a little while. The Eagle has landed. We'll watch it for a little while. I quite like what I did with the booth here. When it gets faster, yeah, they almost hit the booth, but I made sure they didn't actually hit the booth. Oh, no, there's a little bit of clipping. I didn't realise there's a bit of clipping. Ah, well. Yeah, I've got to change the costumes. I put her in a little shed inside, just so she had somewhere to sit. Let's get out of here anyway. And we'll continue on over a bridge. The thing that annoys me about Planet Coaster is the fact that where trains run, the guests don't stop. Oh, all the hats in it as well, apart from the American hat that you just saw that guy wearing, they're all related to Red Dead Redemption 2. So, yeah, they're all things that are in the game. Our first glimpse of a coaster over there. I love this music on the wheel. This is the wheel. Hello, Cap. Nice to have you here. The music, yeah, I chose for this is Bluegrass. Planet Bluegrass, I think. Yeah, look, she's got a hat on. One of my favourite hats you can buy. The legendary alligator hat. I did try and name them all, but in all the products I tried to name. However, yeah, and the Viking helmet, that is still in Red Dead Redemption 2, so kept it on point, on brand. But yeah, it annoys me that I renamed everything, but then when I next loaded it up, yeah, it annoys me that when I changed the name of everything, it didn't change. It doesn't save it for some reason. So I was gonna have all health herbs and like things like that and stuff in the shops and the actual name of stuff. Such a brilliant tune, Planet Bluegrass. Right, we'll go to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? This is a Bacchus station, so yeah, exactly like it is in Red Dead. A couple of old boys playing cards. Well, somebody's got to finish the game. Look out for Reverend Swanson. So I'm trying to catch up with chat as well. So yeah, got a couple of shops in here. I didn't name these, but yeah, got all the hanging netting and everything. The detail I went into was a bit obsessive. Stop walking through the walls. I've put things in the floor to stop them walking through the walls, and they still do it. And I was really playing with the way light comes into the buildings, because one of the things I like about Red Dead Redemption 2 is the way the light does come into the buildings. So yeah, this is Bacchus Station obviously, and all the trains there, really popular with guests. We'll come back out this way. Oh, it's a legendary fox. Quick, shoot it. And I also tried to make the undulating paths, but I kind of gave up on that after a while. But yeah, I did try and make it a lot not flat. So yeah, it took a little while. And yeah, that is a custom water tower. We'll wait for the train to come past. That's going to mow loads of people down, but such is Planet Coaster. That guy was laughing about getting run over. Sadist. What a weirdo. We will ride the trains and everything else later on, but we'll head towards Valentine in a minute. PlayStations are superior to Xboxes anyway, you know, just... Although Xbox has got one thing going for it, you can have some Bethesda exclusives soon. Let's go back this way and head towards Valentine. Yeah, this is a staff room over here, and I couldn't think what to make it, so I made it the old lady's cottage. So if you go in the basement, there's a nice shotgun in there, semi-automatic shotgun. Pity I couldn't put a donkey outside, but yeah, I got the chicken coop and everything else. And then we'll head down here towards Country Pursuits, the first coastie that we'll go on. The only thing I missed was you riding into a tree on a horse. Thanks, Desperado. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it might get... Now you know why I was kind of intrigued when you said you were making a Planet Coaster. Red Dead Redemption. I was like, oh really? Because I was making a Red Dead Redemption 2 part, but I couldn't say because I was trying to keep it quiet, and so I kept it quiet. Yeah, this horse. A monument. But look, I did... People saying about me running into trees, you know, I did put a monument to all the horses that gave their lives in the Old West, both for law enforcement and bandits as well. A. Morgan, thank you, or Arthur Morgan. Yeah. So there we go. Nice little monument to horses. So, just in case anyone doesn't realise how ridiculous that is, that's about 1,500 pieces. Just to give you an idea of how ridiculous that is. And building anything with straight beams to make it look organic is insane. Took me a good afternoon, that. Needs a big tree by it. Yeah. I knew I'd get comments like that. I knew. So we got a picnic area behind Valentine. I was going to keep quiet, but I'm trying to talk about all the influences and everything. Got the moonshiners. Go on then, lazy bones, toss those herbs in and we'll see what you can make. Refreshments and herbal remedies. And then you got M. Linton, horse treats and food. And yeah, anyone that is astute, you can hear the cosmic cow. We won't go that way, go back the way we came, because I love walking into Valentine from 1. Looks like the Trojan horse. Yeah, it is. It was based on Trojan horse from there's a monument, I think in Sweden. That's what I based it on. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. It might not be in Sweden, but it's in. Right, I'll show up and we'll walk into Valentine, and you can listen to all the sounds, look at all the particle effects and everything else that I spent ages putting in here, and you can look at all the buildings, and then I'll talk a little bit about it in a minute. Oh, yeah, and I tried to make it feel as alive as I could, like real Red Dead. I've got 1% to play with, so I might put some more animatronics in. Yeah, terrain work is. I probably took as much time on that as I did. I mean, Lost Fortress took 3 months to make. This took 4 months, so kind of gives you an idea. But once I started getting a rhythm, I started getting into it a bit more. Sorry, they went quiet and still. My son had come into the room, so I was unable to talk for a second. I wish a lot of things for Blanco too. Yeah, I wish it better pathing tools. Because believe me when I tell you, this was a nightmare to pass, this game. But yeah, I think as well, a lot of it's going to be censored, because I used the term drugstore. But yeah, so that's obviously the drugstore. We're going to the sheriff's, which is a place to pay your bounty. And wanted. Oh look, Arthur Morgan and Lenny. Lenny! 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 In jail. In reference to one of my favourite missions in Red Dead 2. But yeah, the amount of custom stuff in this is just, yeah. Outlaw accessories, which is where you get your hats from. You haven't seen anything yet, believe me. We'll check out my first interior I did. Probably one of my favourite interiors. Valentine's Savings Bank. We'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this. It's obviously with the ATMs in there. Just open the door, go through there, and get in the bank back to get the safes. Well, I haven't put the safes in the back, I haven't gone that far, but yeah. Annoyingly, even though I put pathing obscurers all around the floor, they just didn't bother. Yeah, this is a nice little touch as well. The horse apples. And then you got Smithfield Saloon. Cat's having a fit. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah. I looked at the cat's having a mad, he's running around. Yeah, this ceiling isn't too high. Look, it's just perfect for them, but for us, I haven't got any saloon doors though, unfortunately. And look, yeah, the poker table, I made it actually a proper poker table. Normally you'd have the barber there, but I turned it into a restaurant, you know, artistic license. Cat, what are you doing? Seriously, sorry about this. Cat's Scruffy is deciding to tear up the entire... And yeah, Lenny behind the bar. Lenny. Unfortunately, I couldn't put anyone sitting at the piano. I tried, believe me. No animatronic would fit. Oh, we can go upstairs actually, because we're in Plipcam. This is about 100 pieces shy of the piece count for Lost Fortress entrance, the entire entrance of Lost Fortress. So that gives you an idea. And I took a little bit of an artistic license here because there's normally two buildings, there's two rooms here and a hallway, but I just made it one flat area. So it's a little different, but we can do this. And we're out on the balcony. Yeah, if a woman comes out of here and goes and stands in the alleyway and tells you to help her with a body, you know, because he was being really mean, just turn it down, go and tell the sheriff. Sorry if my camera's a bit jerky, I'm not used to doing this. And then we've got Saints Hotel, which I didn't bother with an upstairs, but I still put a downstairs in. The way the light comes in, I love it. It's really nice. The actual park runs through 24-hour cycles as well. I've got it set from 1 AM to 1 AM, so opening time, so it just runs like Red Dead Redemption 2 would, 24 hours. So yeah, if you go upstairs, it's pretty bland, but I didn't worry too much about that. And then we got Worth General Store, which is obviously the general store. Fenton's Ground Coffee, in reference to another mission where he plays an idiot brother, old Arthur. And then you got Penelope Braithwaite's Donuts. It's so hard to deck out interiors just in this game, because there's not... I kept thinking of things and I'm like, oh, I could put that in, and I'm like, no, that's in Fallout 76. No, that's in Fallout 76, and it just kept being frustrating. So yeah, the first coaster we'll go on will be that one over there, which is, we'll go and have a look at it now. Country Pursuits, which is this is probably my worst coaster in the whole park. But we'll go on that in a bit. Unless you want to go on it immediately, and you cannot wait, guys. Looks just like from Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, the amount of times reference photos I took, I'd like to do a side by side comparison. The only thing I haven't got is the restaurant that's being built here. I left space for it, but I just ran out of room really. So I'm waiting a PS6. So when PlayStation 6 comes out, I'll add that in, you know. We get another 30% to play with. And then we have Icarus and Friends, which I really like this coaster. It's the first coaster I built. Quick, shoot it! Get a perfect snake skin. Icarus and Friends, obviously being the balloon. And then some normal folk just camping out. And then this wraps around. This is horse bonding. Annoyingly, we haven't got a merry-go-round with just horses on it. Otherwise, I would have put one in. Yeah, we've got horses, carriages, and planes. Don't go in the carriages. Get on the horses and planes. What are you doing? It's horse bonding, not balloon bonding. Bloody customers. I didn't spend ages thinking of things that were relevant to Red Dead Redemption 2 for you to not partake properly, guests. Just, you know. Oh, something we've gone past that I haven't shown you, and we'll rush back there quickly now. Yeah, the only cow you can put in the game, because there's no, as everyone points out, there is no animatronics of livestock or animals whatsoever. I just want some farm animals. That's what I want. Pigs and things. I could do plenty with it. You know. And here we didn't walk down here actually. We'll just walk down here back towards Horseshoe Overlook or the camp. And we've got some herbs, and yeah, look, they've got the lights around them, like you get when you're doing the Deadeye tracking thing. So I put fireflies around them to make it look like. So yeah, I thought a lot about the detail and stuff. So that's that area pretty much looked at. So we'll head towards the other area. noisy train goes past. I'll head towards the next area. So you've seen swamp and temperate areas, and we'll head over the train tracks towards Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And all that. Look both ways, make sure we don't get run over. We'll do a train ride as well. Yeah, custom water tower, because the water towers in the game are not like the ones in Red Dead, so I was like, right, well, I'll just make a custom one. We'll do some overviews and look like that. I did early on. I did have some ideas of having a shooting ride as well, called Deadeye, but I just couldn't make it as cool as Deadeye is in Red Dead Redemption 2, so I scrapped it, and that's why you have that massive cave over there. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We're going to head towards Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Along the valley with the river running through it. So I was thinking, I had to put it that far away from the waterfall, unfortunately, because if you put it too close you didn't actually see the water. But yeah, got the brothers in their barrels, just like the final Oh Brother, Where Art Thou mission in Red Dead, or quest. And then we'll head up this side of the valley. Nice falls, thank you. Wait till you see the other ones. That's not a waterfall. This is a waterfall. Yeah, more fish splashing. Good places to fish. So yeah, they can walk across here. Unfortunately, you can't make... I could have made a bridge across here, but I was like, no, I'll make it a landmass. Because if you make it a bridge, you lose the dirt effect. But yeah, all the rocks and the crashed cart. By the way, that's a custom cart, just so you know. Well, you can see because the wheels off it is a custom cart. Oh, that was a bit weird. Somebody just walked through me. I'll head up to the final part and we'll look round there, and then we'll do coasters, rides, etc. Look at some of the rides in cinematic, just so you get some different perspectives. I could do a little bit more with the terraforming on that side, I suppose, of the valley. But working with this sort of up and down is just an absolute nightmare in Planet Coaster to fit a path on it. Especially the elevation changes of this yeah, this height. Planet Coaster does not like you using elevation changes. Not of a great degree anyway. So custom fences, custom, like I say, loads of custom stuff. Watch the train go past. Yeah, so I was on about a waterfall. Yeah, there. Some nice waterfalls with a coaster running behind it, or two coasters actually. Let's get. Can I get back? Yeah, we can. So I've got 3 environments as well. So swamp. This isn't actually in this building. The refuge, as I've called it, isn't actually in the snow area, but I put it in the snow area because I just like the building. So I was like, okay. And that's completely off grid, that whole building. There's not one grid piece in there apart from the toilet inside, which they're going to. But yeah, it's completely off grid. which I'm doing a lot more and more of these days, off-grid buildings. Outlaws from the West, which is the Cherra Plains there. We'll walk up to it because Outlaws from the West is one of the very early missions in Red Dead Redemption 2, with a miss where you... We're bad men, Miss Adler. We're bad men, miss, but we ain't them. It's where when you find Sadie, when you meet Sadie for the first time. And so we have over here Sadie's house, the Adler residence. Unfortunately, the snow sticks through, but you know, but it's got the full interior. But I wanted the snow on the outside to look a bit better. I wanted it to look like, you know, it would in the game, with bits of the roof poking through. And then we've got Bacchus Station, which is a cargo only station, but yeah, as it says there. And if you're wondering why I've got this music playing, it's because I wanted the music similar to when you fast travel, playing at each of the stations. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. And this is, yeah, this is the last ride, the last coaster we'll go on, American Venom. We'll go on that in a bit, but we'll go on the, first of all we'll go on Paradise Falls and that. So Charles Refuge, hot drinks and refreshments, and then you got moose ribs, ropes and food, and in the back a conveniently placed staff room. So that Sadie house is beautiful. That's the first one I built actually, and that's mostly off grid. I don't know what. Oh, the cat just decided to jump and grab the TV. Yeah, thanks, cat. My janitors are a bit useless because I've got them all free roaming, so. But I wasn't too worried about bins overflowing. When you've got, I was more worried about building a park that I would enjoy. So, what do we want to do first, people? Should we go on coasters or should we go on? Let's go on coasters, shall we? So, prepare to be teleported back to the beginning. We'll go on. So now we'll get an overview. Let's hide the HUD. And now you can get an overview of the whole park. It's pretty big. So let's go down to Country Pursuits. The queue for Country Pursuits isn't that amazing, but I wanted to create something that was kind of like a boat. So that's why the boat's there. And that's why I chose the coaster that I ended up using, which we will get to in a minute when it turns up. Let's bring back the HUD so we can see what we're doing. Not green across the board, not worried about that really. G-forces are, yeah, okay on it. 14 metre biggest drop, 1 airtime, high track scenery, which should be very high, but we'll wait till it gets back in the station, then we'll ride. If we've got a kid at the front, I don't think we've got a kid at the front. We'll actually, I've got a better idea. Let's put them all in test mode, because you guys deserve it. Test mode. Sorry, people. They're all going to hate me, but I'm an evil overlord, and then I'll open it up again in a minute. Because that way we won't get flailing arms if I put test mode on. Can you get out, please? Why aren't they getting out? Yeah, go. There seems to be a problem with people getting out. Yeah, go, people. Go on. Go. Thanks. Right, now let's go into test mode. Yeah, because otherwise you get arms in the way. Right, enjoy the first POV. So there's Country Pursuits. Let's open it up and people can go back on that ride and enjoy the pain that is Country Pursuits. The actual entrance to the park is free and they just pay for the ride. Very smooth. Yeah, see, I think that's the worst coaster in the entire park. Oh, we did miss this guy camping. Another little camper here. He's just camping out. We should go on. Yeah, this queue path, I've got some nice little touches. I've got a rat in there. It's a brown rat. You've got a swamp area with your gators, so this is the swampy area. And then you got Sadie and Arthur next to their horses in the swamp area, because Icarus and Friends, if you remember, starts in the swamp and then you go to check out if John's still at the prison, and then yeah, you've got them fighting at the prison. The prison doesn't actually have any interior, so I took liberties with the interior. We'll pause it so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Yeah, I took liberties with the interior a little bit. Let's put this. Let's close this and so I had to use my imagination a bit here. I want to make it look interesting. And the colours of the track, yeah, are the Red Dead Redemption logo. So that's the loading screen, or the type box art colours there, the red, black and the yellow. Right, come on. I've closed the... Yeah, get out. Bugger off, you lot. We got coasters to ride. Right. What's it doing? Okay. Oh, okay. We're on this one. Yeah, 7.6 excitement, 4.8 fear, 0.68 nausea. Yeah, it's 56 mile per hour max speed, 31 meter biggest drop, 1.3 Gs lateral G-force, and 3.52 Gs. So it doesn't pull high Gs, 3 airtime counts, and yeah, good tracks, scenery rating. So next POV, enjoy. Oh, hello Becky. Love the Mexican Spanish music. Lived in the Southwest. It fits. Yeah, I thought it was fitting for this. Hang on, are we? Am I? Oh, I'm in a kid's seat. So yeah, that's it. Right. I think we're in test mode now. Yep. Enjoy. So that was Icarus and Friends, which was, as I say, the first coaster I built in there, but I quite liked it. Let's get out of there because the music's really loud. But yeah, as you walk up the path, it just... I love the music, just bringing you into the environment. Should we go on the train next, or do you want to go on American Venom next? Let me know, people. Come on, it's your choice. Oh, we need to hide the HUD. I do have a cat in the way, so I can't actually see everything that I'm doing. So do we go train, or do we go... Train will just go in front bumper, so I won't have to close the ride and kick people off. I won't disturb the park for that. But we'll start here. But yeah, I was really proud of Flatneck Station. I really like this. Oh, that guy looks a bit... What? Stop walking through my walls, you lot. You know, seriously. Train, 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 train. Everyone's putting train. Love the sound of wooden coasters. Yeah, I was going for most things to be kind of... I mean, most rides and all the coasters and everything. I was saying... I was thinking that I want to keep them kind of the era that Red Dead Redemption's in. Nearish, you know. So like early 20th century, late 30th, you know, no, late 19th, yeah, late 19th and early 20th century rides that are in the game. So I tried to keep them all. The hyper jump is and that is, and it's blaring away in our left ear, in my left ear. Right, we have a train. Let's jump on it quickly, and we'll go front bumper for this one, and then we'll do American Venom after that, providing we actually leave at any point soon. Hello, what are we doing? Yep, get in, people. So I wanted the music to be like, the reason why I chose this pirate music is kind of, it's the closest bit I could get to the fast travel music from Red Dead Redemption 2. When that sort of lazy guitar strum. And that's why I chose this. Come on, people. We haven't got all day. Should be ready to go now. Yep, here we go. I don't know whether you noticed Charlotte's house. Yeah, I agree there should be a way to stop. Terrain paint is spot on, scenery and everything also. Very well done. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, so we'll speed up this section because obviously... Yeah, I've got 3 environments here, I think. Temperate, which is the main environments, where you've got temperate, sort of warm, climate in Red Dead, and then you've got... Oh, nobody saw a thing. They're all right. You've got temperate swamp and then obviously the snowy area as well. Back where we started. I'll point out the points of interest on the train ride because there was a few. I don't know whether you noticed, and some of them are relevant to my playthrough as well. So yeah, you've got Charlotte's house with Charlotte out at the front, which is actually Willard's Rest is the name of the house. So I had to put that in. That's my favourite house in the whole of Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that's fantastic, and everything that happens there is really cool as well. Obviously the bridge blowing up in reference to what John and Arthur do to it. I've raced under one of these on my horse, and yeah, we will get to American Venom. We'll get to you. You can wait for a minute. Yeah, that's a nice view as well. I like going across there and having the two waterfalls with the coaster in the background and everything. You come past here and there's a couple of gators. That's not that much of interest. A bloke just camping out. This little copse here though is, with some herbs in, is yeah, very similar to a place where I kept getting killed by cats in my playthrough. So it was the older, it wasn't the cougars, it was the other ones, which we've still got to do more. We've got to get more of them, the panthers. And yeah, this is obviously with the rock like that and the water. It's the Poison's Trail. Yeah, panther. Yeah, thanks, Hash. Yeah, this is on the workshop. Yeah, you both bet Panthers. Yeah. How many times do I die to Panthers in my playthroughs? Unbelievable. Yeah, that's quite nice. God blimey, the gunshots going on. Right, let's hide that HUD again. I'm walking around with... And, yeah, so they're the places of interest. Panther killing. Or not, as the case may be. Half the time it's a panther killing me, but yeah, we won't go into that. Let the dust settle. So, American Venom. Which if you know your Red Dead, you'll know. You'll know exactly what this one is. Charles Smith, John Marston, and Sadie Adler. And starting in a place that's all, what's the word? Oh, deserty. Yeah, but then... And this was based on kind of the Sadie Adler residence and the barns. Got light effects there using the fireflies for like the dust particles. Ropes hanging down. Sorry about the camera. Right, you lot are going to be really upset with me, but you can all bugger off because you're not ruining this ride. I can tell you that much for now. See ya. Let's just pause it because the music will... Oh no, actually, I can't pause it. Lost count of panther deaths. Yeah, too numerous to mention. So, we got... Right, can we just gloss over the fact that it's 6.66 excitement, alright? You know, can we just... 50 meter biggest drop, 2.51 lateral G-force and 5.4. So yeah, very high. 4 inversions, airtime count of 8 and airtime of 4.8 and very high track scenery rating. So hopefully get off, you lot. Go. Get off. You're ruining one of my favourite tracks as well, you lot. What are you doing here? Yeah, this part makes an obscene profit, by the way. Right, and we'll go. Right, so get ready to for the last POV. The Devil's Ride 666, yeah. Yep, so enjoy the last POV. Did you catch all that? Or do you want to go again? That was epic. So yeah, we could write it again. We could write it in cinematic. And I'll talk you through some points. I hate lift hills, by the way. Can you tell? Again, encore. Right, we'll do cinematic. We'll even though it's yeah, actually it's better cinematic with people in it because then you get to enjoy it with guessing. We'll go. I don't know. It's all set up for guest view. We'll go look forward. We could do something as well to make our look forward a bit better. So where is it? Test dummies, crash test dummies, off. There we go. So if we go and look forward now. All the poor people getting shot. Don't worry, they're just puppets. Let's open it. Let the public go on it now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the death toll though. You mentioned that all the poor people getting shot, or the poor animatronics. It's a fraction compared to what you do in the actual last mission of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a fraction. But yeah, there's all the points. Little places set up with obviously guess thinks outlaws from the west is cheap. Good for them. Keep it to themselves and let them enjoy it. Seriously, what are you telling me that for? There's 5 people there you take out. I mean, it's far too quick for you to see it all. And yeah, the little camp halfway up the mountain. And I don't know whether you noticed, but there's actually a bit of rubble flies off the tree with that ricochet there. And then another little bit after you do this is I want to convey the marriage scene from the end credits, but I didn't know how to do it. So I built this with John and Naggy Gale, as we call her, and just married on the back, just to convey that whole scene. And then we've got the Pictons asking a normal bloke, have you seen these outlaws? And he's like, oh no, I haven't got a clue. And he scratches his head when the coast comes by. And then obviously you've got, oh Arthur, but you would only know that if you played the game, so it's kind of relatively spoiler free. Nagigale, yeah. So I think it's possibly, considering how I dealt with the subject matter, you know, I think it's possibly one of my best bits of work so far. I think I, all on a par with Lost Fortress anyway. And yeah, I'm already started on another park. Like my youngest stepdaughter's partner, Kaylin, she was like, "You started another park already? You've just finished that one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a problem." Yeah, she was like, "What are you doing this time?" Yeah, let's go into let's do a cinematic, one cinematic view. See if we can. Hang on. Now we want train 2. No, it doesn't use the whole bio, but nearly all of it. Nearly all of it. Most of it. So yeah. See if you can see more from cinematic. It might get some really bad shots though, as often is the case with random. You can't see all the details. But yeah, it was definitely designed for a seat view. So anyone doing like park tours, I would insist on seat view in the coaster. Oh, that was vicious. I've seen it from that angle. That's not too bad from track view. I've never done it in track view because I've never ridden a roller coaster with my nose scraping along the track. You know, I don't. It feels very unrealistic to me. There's the rebel fly now. It's a good fishing spot there. Oh yeah, there is a reference to fishing as well. There's a bloke fishing near here. I have to find him because obviously I had to have a fishing reference. It wouldn't be Red Dead Redemption 2 without a bit of legendary fishing. So definitely one of the best Red Dead Redemption themed parks on console, or on Planet Coaster actually. I looked, and everyone else's like offerings were, yeah, the ones I saw on YouTube I was just like, okay. Apart from obviously Desperado Games, I looked at your park and I think you've got to stick with it. It's going to be tough to do what you're doing though. Tough, very tough to do Blackwater, but yeah, you can nick some ideas from this though. Yeah, there's the fisherman. But yeah, I looked on YouTube. I've actually downloaded. Did I download yours, GameX? I don't know. I think I may have done, or I looked on YouTube. But yeah, the other ones on YouTube that were out when Red Dead Redemption, like somebody put the first Red Dead Redemption 2 park, and it was just like they stuck a blob of white down, and it was just. I was like, okay, this is what not to do then when building your Planet Coaster Red Dead Redemption park. But I had no idea what it looked like when I started, and I spoke to a lot of people that played the game and said, what would you like to see? And Valentine kept coming up, so I was like, really? Got to build Valentine. I am doing my best. Awesome build. Oh yeah, I know you are, Desperado. Don't take that as a slight at all. I was saying the other ones on your stuff's pretty good, and like me, you were frustrated at the fact there's no horses or anything remotely decent in the game that you can use that's in Red Dead to give it that life, because the only thing you could do is add sound effects. I don't know whether you notice, I've got probably every 2 yards there's a speaker with ambience playing, so it feels a bit more alive. Even if you can't see it, you can sort of feel it, and that's what I'd say do when creating a park. And take hundreds of reference photos. I mean, the amount of reference photos I've got for this, I thought I just hid the HUD. But yeah, this was where the this is where it was going to be. It was going to be Deadeye was going to be in here, and it ran in here. And I was going to have a bit where you shoot some O'Driscolls, and then you can see I'd started hollowing it out. But then, yeah, just gave up on it and thought I'll make this the shooting element. Yeah, it's hard to do. I mean, taking any subject material, especially a beloved franchise like Red Dead Redemption, you kind of like, I know if I screw this up, that's the instant thought. Is I know if I screw this up, there'll be a lot of people pissed at me, you know. So, and that was my thing when I was going into it. I was like, okay, I've got to do it, and I've got to do it justice. I don't know whether you noticed in the swamp area though, you've got all the gators, and you've got Arthur. So yeah, Arthur, I've got him in the red and black all the time. Obviously, by putting Mr. Morgan in there all the time, it kind of gives a bit more, I don't know, a bit more, what's the word? Sort of permanency, kind of believability to the park, I guess. A character with a central character. But yeah, if you click on anyone here, like for example, John Marston, Arthur Morgan, I'll leave it up, Dutch van der Linde, Charles Smith, and obviously Pearson. So yeah, not every character's in there, because to get all the women in there, it's so hard to do, because there's no animatronics in the entire game that you could even pass off as Mary or anyone like that. So yeah, yeah. So that is my Red Dead Redemption 2 park, and I hope you all liked it. And yeah, I'm gonna stream again with more Red Dead Redemption playthrough soon. Oh, can we just appreciate the custom cart there? But obviously now it's all on the workshop. There's nothing to stop anyone borrowing some ideas from this park, because that's what all good creators do, is borrow and get influenced by other people's creations. But yeah, it took 4 months, and hopefully that shows in the park. And I hope you all enjoyed the tour. So, does anyone want to know what I'm doing next? Well, tough, I'm not telling you. I'm going to keep those cards close to my chest, but I'm working on something. I'm probably going to do it in about 5 minutes or so. Needs a sign with, "Hey there, mister," somewhere. Go. No Micah. No. Micah. Yeah, I didn't want to put him in it, but also I was going to put him in it, and then I thought I don't want to do that because that's a huge spoiler. But why is Penelope Braithwaite's donut still missing a vendor? What is going on? Seriously. I've got hundreds of extra vendors wandering around, free roaming. That's the whole point. Oh, we've not done lighting. So you might want to look at night lighting, because there is actually some secrets in night lighting. So, and as you would expect, now let's hide that HUD again. As you'd expect, not majorly lit up, but the building's having the right lighting. And obviously Valentine you probably expect to be the most lit up place, and you'd be right. And that saloon is probably really well lit. Oh yeah. Yeah, the saloon is really well lit. Especially as the new guests will be coming in and out day and night. And we have a red light. So, we won't say why there's a red light there. If you know, you know. And the hotel. And also additional smoke on the fires. That's something I started doing here. And yeah, should we do some night rides on coasters? Or not? Oh. Boo for Micah. I don't know. I want to do a night ride on one of the coasters. We'll do a quick night ride on this and then I'll go. And I'll leave you all to your evening. But we'll do a quick night ride on not that you'll see much, I don't think, on. Yeah, we'll go from here. It wasn't too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that's obviously American Venom is nicely lit up. I don't know whether we saw the sign in detail, but yeah. Flip it back over today. Oh, hang on. There we go. So thank you all for the kind words. I appreciate it. If anyone is attempting a Red Dead Redemption Park, feel free to borrow ideas. And yeah, you're more than welcome. Just as long as if you borrow anything, if you take anything from this, you know, then just credit me, obviously. That's all I ever ask. And I was thinking about putting huge YouTube signs. Oh yeah, did you see this as well? Albert Mason, his camera, and Arthur Morgan trying to photograph eagles. So yeah, there's lots of references, and obviously pouring forth oil. We had that on the train as well. The reference over here, which you probably saw there. Arthur stood next to the barrel. John Marston, Charles, I think, and Sean. Is it? Yeah, it's Sean. Sean Maguire. We're waiting to rob the train. Coming through. Nice old time camera, yeah. Thanks, Cap. Yeah, that a few things I've designed in previous parks, and then I was like, right, I'll bring them over to this to use, and that camera was one of them. So, but it took 4 months, and I think it was 4 months well spent, to be honest with you. Although, if you look at the buildings, they haven't all got the chimneys in the right place. Some of them have got the chimneys, but some of them haven't. And that would be me being pedantic. But yeah, like they haven't all got chimneys, because I know I missed the chimneys off these. So perhaps I could just go back and add chimneys in the right place. Oh, and if you want a free room, just smash this window and climb in to Saints Hotel. Yeah, thanks for everyone's kind words, and I hope you enjoyed this look at the park, and hopefully it'll be appearing on other people's channels soon, because I'd love for them to hear what other people think about it and see what they see and what they enjoy about the designs and the work and everything else. But yeah, horses, We want horses in Planet Coaster 2. We want better pathing options. We want the ability to... another thing that annoys me is I want the ability to raise a path, yeah, and then just have the terrain follow the path. So if I'm creating like this, because that would have saved me so much aggro here. Like for example, so you just hollow it out, put your path in down, and then when you raise it up, the terrain fills underneath, and then you can just fill it up, and then you could fill everything else out around it that you would need to, rather than yeah, struggle and pull your hair out and go pretty much insane trying to do a path in on a valley. No worries. I'm just happy you guys enjoyed it, to be honest with you, and because I was very nervous about this one, because obviously I know that a lot of people, myself included, love Red Dead Redemption 2, and so when Matty asked me to do it, I was like, how in God's name? I was like, my first thought was start with an easy one like Skyrim, something like that. It would have been slightly simpler to, or Wolfenstein 3D from 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That'd have been easier to do. But yeah, not one of the most beautiful game worlds ever created, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a fraction of the way there. So good, Amigo. Enjoyed this. So I shall say good night and enjoy, or good afternoon or good day to you, depending on what time it is or where you are in the world. And I'll see you all soon for some Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully, just on a side note, quickly, the last Red Dead Redemption 2 was so well received. It's got like nearly 700 views. I don't know what about that, because I didn't think it was that interesting, but yeah, 700 people. No, Matty hasn't seen it. And Matty, like me, really likes westerns, and he said he'll get round to doing a spotlight soon. And I was just like, I was going to give him exclusive access and let him do first review, but I know he's just not feeling it at the moment, which is a shame. But yeah, the park will be here ready for him when he comes back, and yeah, it's on the workshop, so you guys can download it whenever you want, answering all your questions. So you can go in, have a look around, really take things apart, and do what everyone probably does. I'm probably going to put a message in here for Matty or something inside here, since it's one of my favourite parks, saying thanks for being Gandalf and giving me a push out the door, because I hadn't been creating on Planet Coaster for a long time, and now I'm back into it big time again. So I'm playing this and Red Dead Redemption 2 at the moment. They're going to be the two games I'm concentrating on. So yeah, I was going. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon for more live streams, fun, and Red Dead Redemption horse and tree meeting rendezvous and stuff. Although I probably won't be crashing into trees so much, because I won't be looking at the scenery and going, how the hell do I recreate that in Planet Coaster? That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, good night guys. Catch you soon.